Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Sai Epic and I'm back with another video on the grind spot. I know it's been a while guys, but thank you so much guys for the support you gave the last video. I honestly have no idea just how many of you guys enjoyed it. And obviously we've gone and done a lot in Black Desert. We've been playing Black Desert for a very long time, but I'm going to continue this video, so I'm going to try to do it as quickly as I can to give you guys the what you need to know right after when you hit Awakening on your Wizard. What's next? What do we do? Well, let's find out everybody. All right, the first thing you're going to have is you're going to get one of these right here. You're going to get an arm turn skill guide, because one of the things you need to know is that while when you were leveling all the way to 56, you were able to just change skills as, you know, however many you want. You can just remove them and put them back in. After you hit 56, though, you can no longer do that. The only way you can do that is by using one of these things right here. So we're going to use one for us so that we can show you in the video how we can start resetting our skills. Okay, so you just click it and say, yes, boom, you're going to see it up here. And now we can go to the skill guy here, the skill instructor. He's the only place where you can do it. And we can actually learn and unlearn skills. So you can see right here, you can right click it to take it off. No problem, okay? All right, so here's what we're going to do, guys. We're actually going to reset all of the skills on my main. I have right here, this is a level 61 wizard, but we're going to reset them all because I want to take you guys step by step on what it is that I do once I hit 56 with the wizard. So let's reset it. Here we go. All right, so we reset all of our skills. What's next here? Okay, real simple. On your main page, there's only a few things that you're going to need. Everything else that we have learned from when we were pre-awakening, a lot of it is going to, 90% of it you're not going to use. And trust me, you don't want to use it. Those attacks are not going to be as powerful as your awakening attacks. So you do not want to care about having not even our favorite multi-magic arrows is going to save us. Is going to be anywhere near as powerful as your awakening skill. So you don't really want to bother with any of that. So once you reset the skills, things that you're going to really want priority on your main page are going to be your evasion, your magic evasion. You want that. You want all your teleports, including now we get a second teleport. Woohoo! We can teleport twice. Isn't that cool, huh? Okay, so you want your magic, you want these two to be maxed out completely. Okay, another things that you're going to want is you're going to want your heals. Okay, your heals are always, you're going to need to make sure you have those maxed out. Okay, heals right here. You want your healing aura and your lighthouse to be maxed out. Another thing that I can say that you could potentially want to have, oh yeah, you want to have your magic shield. Okay, you want to have your magic shield, and you also, you don't really need that. Mana absorption, you don't need it. And trust me, you want to make sure that you preserve as many skill points as possible for your awakening, because that's going to be your priority, everybody. So let's make sure that we do that, okay? So now that we have that, let's see what else do we have. And now you want all your mind training. Make sure that you have all your mind training, okay? Okay, and if you don't have enough skill points, I'd rather you take off some of the mind training, but make sure that you get all your awakening skills, okay? Obviously, I'm level 62, so you're going to see a lot more stuff than, you know, than you have currently when you first become awakened to 56. Okay. Now that we have that, optionals, okay, options. These are just what you need to have, okay, for your main skill. Everything else doesn't really matter. You don't need Fireball. You don't need Meteor right now. There's not something that's going to help you continue leveling and grinding. Later on, when you have a lot more skill points, you can come back and start adding those things back on, whatever you like pre-awakening that you might be using, because eventually you will. Like I usually prefer to have, I like to keep my freeze, I like to keep my frigid frog, and I like some of my orbs, you know. You're going to come back and add those things, but they're not priority right now, guys. Right now, we want to become as powerful as possible so we can grind faster, level faster, make more money as quickly as we can. Okay, so now that we have that, now we're going to go to our awakening, okay? So now in our awakening, before I continue, a lot of people are going to tell me immediately, they're going to say, hey, what about Sage Memory? That is actually cool too. Yes, it is, but again, it's not a priority compared to your awakening. So if you have the skill points, add whatever you like. But before you go back in here and start adding more things, I urge you to make sure that you finish your awakening first. So the first thing at 56, you're going to need to enable all of these guys. Okay, so there we go. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you get every single thing that is available to you at level 56. Okay, your priority from here on out is going to be to make sure that every time you level, you have enough skill points to get the rest of your awakening skills. Trust me, guys, it is the way to go. Do not waste your time with the main skills. They're not going to serve you any good. I know we have fun for a while, but I promise you guys, you're going to love the awakening and you're not going to want to use any of those things anyway. It'll take a little bit of a learning curve, but trust me, you're gonna love it. Okay, so now let's get, so obviously I am level 61, so I have every single skill of the wizard. So we're gonna get it back. Okay, and this is what you're gonna be doing every single time you level. You're gonna keep getting more and more of your skills here. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, so now we have every awakening skill that we have here. This is perfect. This is where you want to be. You want to be able to get your awakenings first. Then you have all your awakenings now. Everything is good. You still have some skill points left. You are doing some PvP and you're like, hey, you know, I want to do some PvP. I want to have some of the extra cool stuff, you know, that we do on PvP. Well, the first thing that any wizard that's, you know, decent wizard in PvP out there is going to tell you, hey, you need that freeze, okay? So yeah, max out this freeze because that's going to be very important to add. You want to get your speed spell up. The other thing that you want to have is your protected area. You want to have your protected area max out too. Those are very important skills to have if you're going to be doing PvP. What I gave you before are mostly about PvE setup. This area, again, guys, is all about what you need. I cannot stress that enough. You decide what you want, but do not sacrifice awakening skills for main skills. That is the wrong way to go, okay? The other things that I like to have is I like to have the Spellbound Hearts. It's actually not. I like to have this one here. My Lighthouse is actually really good to attract mobs even on PvE. Okay, so we're gonna get all of that. I have Sage Memory. I don't know why. I rarely use it, but it's still good. Oh yeah, I have my Resurrection too. It's good on PvP to use that. And then everything else, I really don't touch, guys. It's rarely that I touch, but this is all going to become personal preference to you, whether it's something that you want put skill points on or not. But your priority is going to be the awakening. So now you might be wondering, well, it's nice for you. You have so many skill points, you know, to do that. Well, let me give you some tips, guys, how to acquire skill points, okay? One of the best ways to do so is go grind this area right here. Once you get your awakening, come to Soldier's Grave. This is skill XP heaven right here, guys. Grind here at the Soldier's Grave once you hit level 56 and just stack up on the skill XP. One of the things that you got to remember, guys, is that as you're progressing in BDO, skill XP, skill points become even more important than your level. I'm not saying level is not important, but I'm saying they're more important because you want to make sure that you have enough skill points when you get to the level that you're going to level to get those skills so you can continue progressing. So one of the other things you can do is you can go anywhere you grind, you're going to get a skill XP. Okay? The more mobs you kill, the more skill XP you're going to get, the more skill points you're going to gain, and the more awakening skills you can actually have. So that's going to be the priority for you guys to do that when you get to 56. Is focus more on the skill points more than you do on your level. If you have a scroll, sometimes I actually will choose a skill XP scroll from the loyalty shop right here instead of a combat XP scroll. You know, I'll probably choose this one here. You know, it all depends on how you are in your character. But if you have plenty of skill points, then this is not something that you have to worry about. But if you don't, prioritize those things. We now have an option with the Black Spirit. Don't forget that you can turn your energy and get a buff for 30 minutes, I think 20-30 minutes, that you can get, you know, skill XP gain. So there's many ways that you can, things that you can do to gain that. The quests actually do give you skill points too. By this time, you should have be done with the main quest, and you're gonna be gaining all of those things. So there you go, guys. That is a very quick and dirty awakening skill guide I wanted to give you guys. I want to show you guys what I do personally. Obviously, a lot of this stuff is personal preference. You can choose to do whatever you want, but I just wanted to give you a overview of it. I'm not going to spend any time on the skills themselves. That's going to be another video. I don't want to make this too long. And then we'll talk about combos for the wizard and how I use them when I'm out there, whether I'm doing PvE or whether I'm doing PvP. If you have any suggestion for any videos you'd like me to do about the wizard in the future, guys, please leave it in the comments below, and we'll be making more videos for you guys. So expect more content here on the Grind Spot, guys. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.